Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I tried to keep it down under the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important. But not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. These videos are not important to any drug users. These videos are not important to people who are on their emotions, EDBs, NPCs, that don't like asking questions. I do not care for none of you. Because if you don't ask questions, you'll never learn. Okay? If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. Yes, I went to college for psychology and also computer engineering. I got my degree in architectural drafting and design. Of course, I'm an artist. I'm a sketch artist. I'm a pastel artist. And I'm also a father and a traveler. I do my own porn and stuff. That's how alpha I am. And I got videos. A lot of guys can't do what I do, so I got to put it on the side because I'll gain too much notoriety. I would be notified too much, okay? I'll be too noticeable in the media, and I don't want that, okay? But other than that, if you have found this video, then you know how to find me down below in my Facebook, okay? You know how to read my description and my credentials down below. Now, there will be people out there who say I'm trolling. I don't care what they think. You have to contact the person directly. This is a problem with a lot of people out there. They're losers. They automatically make assumptions. Let's get on with the videotape today. Though I just made a video about 5 cheating, okay, I forgot to mention another thing. I forgot to mention the thing that really destroys people, okay? All right, in relationships. So this video is going to be called Why Social Media Destroys Relationships. Why socializing destroys relationships. As I said before in my past, I am an indigo child, which makes me eccentric and also, an introvert. I don't really go out. I'm not an extrovert. Though I can, I'm the life of the party. Yes, I've been called the life of the party on many occasions by starting up some shit. So I'm getting some shit crazy, banging, cringy or not. I prefer to be introvert by 80%, maybe 20 to 30%. I may go out there and just be extrovert. I'll be on a basketball court talking to young bucks, a lot of young busters out there, a lot of young simps out there, to teach them on education. That's what I do when I'm on the basketball court or even in the tennis court, and I'm a volleyball, okay? And I'll be going places with that shit. I'm mobile when I move around. But the problem is that when relationships, I always ask the question, eventually it will come up, okay? Other than the fact that if she's not a virgin or if he's a virgin or somebody has a father or not. But once a relationship occurs, most people in general are not upfront about their history, their past, and who they are. It's very important that if you're going to be alpha on the top of the cream of the crop, you've got to spill all of your past and all of who you are. Then you will know if a person can deal with you or not early. Like when I first started talking to my ex-wife from Ethiopia, I told her all my past. I do not hide nothing. I do not hide stuff. Okay? I usually tell a person, I am going to kill you if you, I am going to tell you if you, and I follow through, okay? But the problem is that lots of times when I talk to and give therapy to people, and I love receiving therapy too, because I'm always learning and never close my mind, relationships fail because the female is always tipping and tapping on the phone. And I actually did not control my ex-wife because I gave her those privileges because I brought her into America so she can use the phone, so she can fuck herself in the end, because I think about things in advance. But as I keep explaining to people, like, why she cheated, it's because of her own doing, not mine, okay? I am perfect, okay? I do not do things wrong like that because I make sure I psychoanalyze myself to make sure that I'm my own therapist, and I also do have a therapist as well. So I'm kind of like winning on both sides. It's like, where can I go wrong? I have a therapist that I talk to about my ex-wife. I have a therapist with my inner voices who basically tell me everything is right. There's a dark one, though. I don't listen to the dark one. Dark one tells me to kill all of you, everybody who's watching me, 80% of you. But that's why we got the stupid 19 for, so I'm not going to even talk about that. That's another subject for another day. I'm a sadist and a Satanist at the same time, and you can't understand a psychopath unless you talk to them, because there's different types. But let me tell you something. As she kept using the phone, she got brainwashed by the phone. Okay, and I knew her true nature because everybody told me she was going to change. And that is what you guys have to do. Because I know there's a lot more virgin men out there who are victims committing suicide. I know this. I know. I have not forgotten. Don't be a loser or an incel. They'll call you these things when you snap. But trust me, if a female's living poor, her chances of cheating is slim to none. All right? And if she's looking for money and she likes to socialize, she's not yours. Okay, guys? Okay? Now, if a female's listening to me or anybody else is listening to me, understand how hard it is for a man to just keep a girl, okay, and he has never had no ass, compared to a female who's already lost her virginity between the ages of 13 and 16. That's worldwide, okay? That's worldwide, okay? There are far more virgin men out there who are in their beta mode, in their emotional mode, than there are women. All right? Now, I'm not talking about the portion that have been raped or abused. I'm not talking about them. And that's not 50% either. That's a very certain amount of percentage of women out there I've talked to. And some females like to be raped. So you got to watch out for that too, because some females put themselves in a predicament to be raped. Yeah, I talked to them. I was like, I don't believe, I'm not hearing that. And nah. Yeah, women tell me their open and darkest secrets all of the motherfucking time. Do you know who the fuck I am? You don't? Okay. All right. So check my credentials down below. So now, since we understand that that's the main reason of socializing and social media in combination of other things too, but you got to understand psychoanalytics. Okay. You got to understand a person's mind. I don't trust anybody. So I think I'm safe all the way around. I usually tell people this is going to happen and this is going to happen. And I don't have nothing to worry about. Once you do it, there's a consequence. Just like the justice system. That's my form of justice. I take matters into my own hands if I'm stuck in a corner, right? But there's people out there who will look at you as a bad guy if you're up front. And they'll call you a psychopath. They don't even know what the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath is. They don't know none of that shit. Yeah. They don't know the difference between none of these. And narcissists, they don't know none of it. They just make assumptions because most people are in their emotions. But when you get in a relationship, you have to make sure you make things very clear from the beginning. And you got to make it to where they have a way out. And also, you got to make it clear that there are consequences to each thing they do. And if you tried your best and all what you can do as a man, most of the time a man puts more effort in a relationship than a woman do, 9 times out of 10 of course, okay, then you can do no wrong. You can never do any wrong. Now, if you're a female, you can do a lot of wrong if you don't have nothing in common with that man. But that's where it comes down to play where you're trying to use social media as a form of escapism. Escapism is a dangerous thing for a female. How many times did I talk to a couple? Yes, I told you I'm a therapist, right? I don't need a degree to be a therapist. I just have a lot of experience with talking to people for relationship purposes. Check my past videos. Okay, check my past videos. I took up psychology. I didn't get the degree, but I was almost close to it. But when a relationship happens, I'll usually ask the man, did you tell her everything about yourself? He says no. Even beta alphas who want to be beta alphas, which they're really not, they'll tell me the same thing. I say, is the female's a virgin? And then that goes to another situation. The pathology is real clear. Then they got a female and say, yeah, he was always doing this, and that. And then that goes to another situation. But usually 9 times out of 10, they got to know people. People got to know people in order to act up. Okay? So when you first see someone using social media, like me, I saw my ex-wife using it. I said, it's time to give me the phone now. This is my property. She gets upset and then she calls it abuse. And I say, okay. And of course, when that happens, you got to let them fuck up and fall into their own hole. Okay. But it happens to everybody, including me. Okay. I don't like sex unless the female is super mental. She ain't super mental. I'm cutting that shit off. And my sex is great. Okay. I've always been compliments and kudos for my sex, and I got my own porn, okay? I wish a motherfucker would. But other than that, okay, if you want to cheat, and I'm not giving you no dick, I'm not giving you no sausage or no bananas, okay, and cheese, because I do other things, that's on you, because you didn't fuck up. You didn't help my mental psychosis. You got a problem with yourself. And that's a problem with a lot of women being narcissistic. Women are the narcissist, okay? The bigger narcissist in the relationship, okay? Who wants to fight me there? Okay, I wish a motherfucker would. I don't hate on women's hustle. I take advantage of it in a good way, okay, to make sure and clear that I'm not at fault if something happens, okay. You got that, capiche? Okay? And then that's what I keep telling guys. If she's always been on the social media, you automatically know where this is going to lead. If she's automatically materialistic, she's not a virgin, she hasn't been taught by a alpha father, you automatically know where you getting her from. Are you meeting her close hanging fruit? Okay, low hanging fruit is what everybody deals with. I don't do low hanging fruit. I get countless women saying to me, oh, they're not going to pay for my services, but I don't care about that. If I can just get one, I'm successful. I don't care about that. There's tons of women. You got to get tons of rejections. You got to get tons of, people who ridicule you, say hateful things to be successful. When you do that and you take out the middleman, because there's people who offered me thousands of dollars, why don't you join? No. I'm not. I'm the man. Okay, you come to me, you pay me for whatever services is rendered. I just do more. I do serve more services than the motherfucking therapy. Okay, please understand that. I am not just doing one thing. All right, check out my credentials down below. But that's all I really wanted to say about social media and how that could be the number one thing that destroys most relationships. But to me, what really destroys most relationships starts off when a child is young. The alpha father is not there. That destroys 80% of relationships. Okay, and then it's her discipline, and then it's her virginity, because no man, no alpha is going to deal with no female who's a non-virgin, dog. That's called simping. Simp actually represents suckers investing in mediocre pussy. With the guys these days, they're talking about simp is usually a trick, okay? Because there's many words for it, or a John or something like that. But other than that, I've been told these words by pimps all of the time, and also some Italians told me some real strict shit. Some Italians told me it's best to, just tell people, come here. If she's attracted, she'll come here. Because that's the low-hanging fruit. That also goes for anybody who's attractive. If she's attracted to you, she's going to follow your word. Like fucking Charles Manson, okay? But other than that, okay, that's all I really wanted to say about social media and relationships, okay? Because I've talked about it so many times. And these days we are talking about this because everybody's talking about relationships. So that's the hot topics, okay? Other than that, I'm into psychology really deep because I try my best to keep it simple, because there's people who like to copy off my style, and they're really not therapists. They haven't went through all that shit. And you may see me looking like a beta, but I'm not a beta if you actually know me, okay? See, there's a little mask I got when you see me acting goofy with my somatics and shit. And also in my crazy eccentric ways and my personality, I do that shit on purpose. I throw people off, and that's a good thing, okay, for me. Other than that, that's all I really got to say about social media and relationships, and how social media is one of the things that really destroys relationships, because most people don't have the discipline for it. I'm out of here, guys. This your Godhead Emerald Pill. I'm out. Peace.